Hello everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
It's January, sir.
Eh? Why am I wearing this fit if it's not fucking Christmas anymore? This is much better. So this video's kinda late. That's my fault. This motherfucker trying to get in the video. Watch, he's gonna type. I wonder if it picks up. Nah, it does pick up. I'm gonna fucking put this in. But hey, at least this video came out faster than Dark Souls 1, I guess. I just want to say thank you for the support on the last video. It does mean a lot to me, and I just hit my fucking mic, didn't I? God damn it. Right, I'm just gonna start the video now. Sorry if I sound like a dead fish during all of it. The following clip describes the run pretty well. Let's hope it doesn't get copyrighted though. Alright everyone, welcome to the Liza P. Dodge run. I think the title there explains what the run's gonna be about. Why is that there? This isn't one of my boss gauntlet rematch videos, so I won't be touching that mode. This is the Dodge run. I should probably explain what that entails, shouldn't I? So for those of you who haven't played this game, this is Liza P, and it is a Souls-like, and it has a Sekiro-like parry mechanic in it. The parry, or perfect guard in this game, blocks all damage, builds stagger, and can break the enemy's weapons. So suffice to say, it's pretty good, and pretty important. Which is why I will not be using it in this run. And you're probably wondering, hey, this is a Souls-like, aren't you meant to dodge anyway? And while dodging can work, you don't get any benefits from doing it, like the ones you get from perfect guarding. And while I'm pretty sure dodging has more iframes than perfect guarding does, even if you miss the perfect parry you can still block the enemy's attack, which reduces the damage taken and gives you the Bloodborne rally mechanic, letting you earn back some of your health. You don't get this benefit from dodging. If you miss your dodge, you just shit out of luck. Oh, and don't forget the fury attacks. Sometimes an enemy will glow red. This signifies a fury attack, which you cannot block and you cannot iframe dodge. You are sometimes able to just run out of the way of them, but that depends on how good the tracking is. So if you just get unlucky or have bad timing, it's gonna hurt. There are a few dodge related items in this game. Unfortunately most of them are endgame or DLC. One of the amulets I need for this build isn't available till chapter 8. By the way, there's 11 chapters in this game, and the rest of the items I need are in the DLC, which isn't available till the end of chapter 9. So this run's gonna look pretty normal for most of the game. Well, I'm at the first boss of the run, so I should probably start commentating what I'm actually doing. Any keen-eyed viewers would see I bought a few items from that merchant outside. Those were electric blitzes. They're basically the pine resins of this game. It was nice of the devs to hand us a few right before the first boss that's weak to them. Also, just like the Souls series, this boss is basically the Asylum Demon. Now mind you, I don't mean that in terms of looks or way it fights. I mean that in the way that it's the first boss, it's pretty easy, and it shows up multiple times in the game. At least it's different in each encounter, unlike Asylum Demon. Also, this one drops a boss soul, and it actually has an item I will need for the run. One that I don't think I took off the entire run after I got it. Only problem is I don't get it till chapter 4, but that's not as long as waiting for the other stuff, so I'll take what I can get. Also, I am just finessing on this guy. I decided to style on him even more with the staple attack to finish it off. And that's the first boss of the run done with 0 issues. I can finally go to the hotel. Now, some of you probably think this is a very easy run. It's not, it's a hard run. I just make it look easy. I was sick for a good portion of this run, and that's arguably when I was playing the best. I still believe it was some sort of bad omen that I got sick the day I uploaded that last video. That's why all the commentary for this video was done in post. Also, because I was lazy. I couldn't really speak for the first part, and then when I could I just didn't bother. But I'm pretty sure I just made more work for myself. So thanks past me, you're a real dick. Anyway, here's my wife. Isn't she lovely? She lets me level up. There are a few things around the hotel I need to grab before I can actually go forward in the game. The first one being this Legion arm, which I never use. I do use some other ones though. Then I have to talk to this nice old lady. She gives me some new drip, but it's not really my style, so I'm gonna just keep that in my pocket. Paul and Dina here sells me some quartz that I can use later. I don't have the item for them yet. Damn, that's expensive. I'll make up the money later. For now, it's on to Elysium Boulevard, where I'm looking for my father. Have you seen him, Mr. Swinging Man? Nope. Okay. This area doesn't really have anything for the build, and I don't plan on using any of the weapons in this area either. The only thing of note here would be the life amulet in that chest there. But it's guarded by this big guy, so I kind of run past and talk to this NPC first. This actually stops the aggro from enemies, which is funny. Anyway, he's dead now. Time for an amulet. This increases HP by about 7%. Also, I need to kill this butterfly for upgrade materials. Don't judge me, that's just how it is. FromSoft made us kill lizards, so it's fine. Anyway, time for this guy to fall down. I make it to this door and what is that I spot? Can it be? A non-precarious bridge? Oh, my prayers have been answered. Wait, why is there a furry here? So this is the first furry of the game I have to kill. The Mad Donkey. I mean, I'll give it to him. I don't see many donkey furries. So nice work being unique, buddy. Though I do have to call bullshit on some of your attacks. Because why can you, using a strength weapon, swing that fast? That weapon doesn't swing that fast for me. It's slow as balls. Go for your crimes, you know, so punish with back shots. Good day to you. By the way, this probably isn't the last time I'll complain about stalkers this video. But hey, you get drip from beating them, so I'm not gonna complain. Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm still gonna complain a lot. Fuck these guys. Your drip is now mine, bitch. But I'm not wearing that hat. Anyway, the next puppet boss is up next. And look what's right outside the boss room. An amulet that does more damage to puppets. Anyway, people, give it up for the first Bleeding Bloodborne ripoff. It's Dark Beast Parl. Disclaimer, I have never played Bloodborne. Look, not everyone can afford a PS5, okay? And my PC at the time wasn't really good enough to stream Bloodborne, shall we say. Anyway, let's focus on the game I'm actually playing. So the scrap to watch from here is not too hard of a boss. He has some fast swings here and there, but nothing that's too hard to dodge. He has a couple of fury attacks, but they're not too hard to run away from. What you really gotta look out for is the grab. That will fuck you up. Actually, all the grab attacks in this game will fuck you up, just don't get grabbed. Well, I've gotten to half health and I haven't taken a hit yet, so I think this fight's going pretty well. Just gotta avoid the lightning AoE. Me and my big fat fucking mouth. And when I say something is when I get hit. At least it does the fury attack. I think this is when my illness started kicking in because I just started getting really sloppy on this. Also, what's with the tracking on that fury attack? Yeah, sometimes the fury attack's tracking is really good and sometimes it's really bad. Thankfully the damage isn't too bad, so I can just kinda shake them off. This is not a luxury I will have later. Also, it's very nice for the game to give me a stagger at the end of the boss fight here. No really, thank you game. This was super helpful. I knew this was gonna happen. Without the parries I just don't build up stagger fast enough. This isn't really an issue right now, but it becomes a big one later on. But I'm a god at this game, I'm sure I'll manage. Yep, this whole run's gonna be smooth sailing. Especially now that I can afford this other quartz. Because that means I can upgrade the P organ. Yes, it's called that, stop laughing. Bunch of children you lot. Now that I've got the P organ, I can upgrade the link dodge ability. This lets me dodge twice like really quickly. It's basically essential for the run. What with how fast some of these bosses attack. Even then, some of them are rough to dodge. Oh hey, my phone's ringing. So there's about 5 of these scattered throughout the whole game, each one giving you a key to a hidden room. Some of them have ports, so I want to pick up all these phone calls. I just gotta hope I remember all the answers. Because if you get multiple wrong, you start getting pranked. This is a subtle nod from the developers that the person giving you these riddles is an asshole. Are you able to tell which boss gave me the most trouble this run now? Maybe I should start focusing on positive things from now on. So how was everyone's Christmas and New Year's? Hopefully it was good. I got a new PC. One that can actually run games. Meaning I don't have to record all these clips onto an Xbox and port it over to my PC. Also I've been playing a game called Megabomb, which I've sunk 30 hours into. Eesh, no wonder this video took so long to make. Well, anyway, expect the game quality in the next few videos to look a lot better. No more low settings for Dark Souls 3. Though that does mean I don't have the save data for any of my games. Oh well, I just have to replay them all. But speaking of gifts, hello mama. Fellas, I found wife number 2. Does this make me a furry? No, it's the people who are wrong, not me. Alright, if I want to have a chance at rizzing her up, I gotta get out of these fucking shitty robes. I need new drip, not hand-me-down clothes that I stole from a dead guy. Yeah, this drip is sure to win over all the ladies. It's the classic drip of this game. You know, I think I lost the plot there for a second. Let's get back on track by murdering this guy, shall we? This is a boss that shows up multiple times as well, but it's even worse than the first one because it doesn't change at all. Really, I don't know why they give this thing a health bar. I guess it's too late to be considered a normal elite enemy. There's also this guy here. I don't really want to kill him, but this is an all boss run and he has a health bar, so he's gotta die. But man, do I hate fighting these stalkers. It feels like they were programmed with infinite stamina. At least you can backstab them, I guess. But still, some of these combos should be illegal. Like, look at this shit, he just keeps going! The only reason I'm able to hit him is because he has shit tracking. But with the survivor finally dead, on to more easier challenges, I guess. I'm leaving this alarm in to wake up any people who've fallen asleep, because I know it's going to kick in their flight or fight response. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Nope, I guess it's this guy. Now we're up against King's Flame Fuecoco. Wait, that's not the right name. King's Flame Fuamoco. Wait, that's also wrong. Shit. Look, cut me some slack. English isn't my first language. But it is my only language. Maybe I need to get tested for dyslexia or just learn the whole language again. Oh well, problems for later. The problem right now is this guy shitting on the floor. He must have had some Taco Bell last night, I guess. No other explanation. This guy's moveset isn't too hard. All you gotta look out for is that random kick he does sometimes. And when he shoots oil at you on the floor, he can blow that up. I'm just trying to get as much damage as I can while he's still staggered. All in all, this guy isn't that hard. Just bring something electric and you'll be fine. But you know I had to finish it with style. And with that, the third main boss is dead. And with him finally dead, I get access to the grindstones. No more having to use my consumables sparingly. Use some of the quartz I got there to get a new amulet slot. And buy up the electric blitz grindstone. And with all those upgrades, it's time to move on. We've got ground to cover. This guy tries to put me in the dirt with a shovel, but I'm able to break his ankles. Time to kill more butterflies. Look, I need the upgrade materials, okay? Now here we have a choice. And I choose to fight. I mean, it's not really a choice, it's an all boss video, so I guess we're fighting the Atone. You can't skip this boss if you kill the survivor and do the right gesture. It doesn't even drop anything good, just a mask. Yeah, my main strategy for this boss was just hit and run tactics. I actually did it so much I was able to get a stagger, which is not what I expected. But hey, I'm not gonna look at gift horse in the mouth. I'm just gonna beat up the people trying to protect me. Even though trying to kill someone is not a good way of protecting them from whatever's up there. And with her dead, dear viewer, it's now time for the best part of the game. If I have to sit through this part of the game, so do you. If I have to sit through Germany's shitty routine, so do you. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't leave the video. I'm sorry.
Wonderful saint, wonderful. Anyway, next stop, the Bridge of Atonement.
After a quick and painless elevator ride, we're finally back in our favorite game, Resident Evil. Wait, how did that happen? You, sick man, explain. You got COVID or something? Oh hey, look, a cathedral. They're still ripping off Bloodborne. When will the injustices end? It's jokes, I'm joking, I love this game. Though I am gonna start asking questions if there's a guy in the basement here asking me to bring people here. You know what, I was wrong, this isn't Bloodborne, this is Dark Souls 1, and I'm stuck in Sen's Fortress game, complete with assholes throwing shit at you. At least here they have the decency to die quickly, unlike a few snakes in a certain area. Push in this goblet of fire to go to the acid at the bottom, by the way. Is that body usually there? I can't remember. Gotta shank this big guy to death because he's blocking the doorway. He goes down pretty quickly though. And hey, I got a quartz. Before I push forward onto the next boss, I want to grab some supplies. That's where the craft supply box comes in. With that, I can buy some upgrade materials for weapons in the future. I also go into the secret room here to grab the cryptic vessel. This lets me break into Sherlock Holmes' house. That's not a joke. Anyway, time to roll the place. There's a safe in here that has quartz in it, so you can see why I broke in. But I could care less for the drip that's in here. Like seriously, what the hell is that? I'm nearing the end of the cathedral right now, so it's finally time to get something for the build. Just gotta go up this elevator, and there he is. Our resident boss merchant, Alidoro. He and I have a complicated relationship, but he does sell boss weapons and boss amulets. Specifically, the Dancing One's amulet, which allows me to dodge even if I have no stamina. I don't think I need to explain why that's good for a dodge run. I also picked up the Broken Hero's amulet, which increases my damage for each Fable slot I have. Since the amulet you get from Fueco's boss soul isn't useful in this run, I decided to grab this sword instead. Now I've never used this sword before, but what better time to test it out than on a boss? Surely this will not be a bad idea, right? What's up, Andreas? You've been kind of rough there, buddy. So as it turns out, switching from a quick stabby weapon to a giant greatsword was not an easy switch. Who would have thunk? Yes, I'm using a flamberge for this fight. Just gonna step out of the way of this fury attack. So I actually found out something neat about the Holy Arc Sword. It's a trick weapon. You can spend one Fable slot to turn it into like a sword lance, which swings a lot faster. So now I'm actually able to land heavy attacks on the boss. I mean, I'm pretty sure I lose some damage doing this, but the extra speed's worth it. And I mean, that damage is still pretty good. Let's see if it can carry me through Phase 2, because this Phase can be a little scary. Oh, hi Andreas. I saved my fire grindstone for Phase 2 to try and get a burn proc on him. The whole strat for this Phase is go back to the original slide from Phase 1 so the fight stays the exact same. And then, when he starts standing up like this, book it, because he's about to fire an insta-kill laser. Now, I know you can parry it, so I'm assuming you can dodge it, but I don't know the timing, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to dodge out of the way of all these charge attacks, and somehow manage to outspace a red attack. How? Right, should be dead from this attack. Bap. Easy. Oh boy, it's the big bad evil guy. Surely our fight will be legendary. Eliminated. Twisted Angel's Ergo. I don't think I used either of those items. They just weren't useful for the build. Maybe I'll use the weapon it gives in a future run. The Charter of the Covenant. It looks pretty fun. Oh look, the DLC. Before I continue on, I go pick up Alidoro. I may have sent it to the wrong place. My bad. Man versus bear. Man wins. Man versus butterfly. Man also wins. Now it's time to go into the slums. Man versus whatever the fuck this thing is. Is that an axe? Why does he have hops? Okay, he's dead. I guess I just won't get answers to those questions. Once again, a non-precarious bridge. Though I guess it does have falling enemies. The slumlord here just released a bear on me. Thankfully it's not a very smart one. Now it's time for the part in every Souls game everybody loves. The parkour section. If you couldn't tell, that was sarcasm. At least it's easy parkour. Mostly just falling. Though the reward for that parkour section is well worth it. I get to see my wife again. Even here in these dark, dingy slums, I find my ray of light. God, that was corny. And she's no longer following me. Why? Now the only one I can talk to is the Joker here. But all he wants to do is tell me about this new Pokemon he caught. I think it was a Lopunny? Anyway, I killed its elite enemy because he drops an item that's essential to any run. The Patience Amulet, which increases stamina regen. Ow. Oh no, the Huzz saw me get hurt. It's over for my reputation. The streets will forever know I'm a loser. Well, I guess it's time to drown my sorrows at Red Lobster. There's nobody here to serve me, is there? This day just keeps getting worse. The merchant here does sell a new weapon that I want to try out. And what better time to try than on another boss? Yeah, that's right, I didn't learn my lesson. But why do these guys get the cool cutscene? Like, look at this is so damn cool. But unfortunately for the Brotherhood here, I'm not going to be the one in the coffin. But now it's time for something every Souls player hates. A gank fight. Fortunately, Neo was smart about this. The main fight's against the eldest here. After you do some damage, another sibling will join him. But when this happens, he becomes a lot more passive. This lets you 1v1 the other sibling, so you're not actually getting ganked. Now the eldest one does sometimes charge in like this, but it's easy to avoid him. Now, if you want, you can't just kill the eldest brother. He's the only one who needs to die to actually win the fight. But if you focus him, eventually you're just going to be in a 4v1 fight. And at that point, you're just making it harder on yourself. Now, I actually do like this fight. Well, I like fighting the eldest brother. The other three are just annoying. And I'm surprised at how many attacks you actually can dodge with it. I thought for sure I wouldn't have been able to dodge that tornado spin he did. But it turns out with Link Dodge, you can. Now watch me absolutely style on this guy. You gotta admit that was clean. And here I actually do beat him without being the first sibling. He tries dragging me into the fight, but I've already beat him. But with the rabbits dead, I can claim my prize. Nope, not a boss soul. These guys don't drop one. No, I get a painting of myself. Gee, thanks. Oh, and this golden tree is unlocked. I can use this to respec later. Now, you actually do need to grab this painting, because if you don't, you'd lock yourself out of finding a boss later on. That boss being the final boss of the base game. Yeah, don't ask how I know this. Some things are better left forgotten. Anyway, here I am in the entertainment district. What kind of entertainment is here? That's up for you to decide. I just know I'm not having fun getting blown up. Ah, babies, kill them! I didn't know I went to America. Look, there's even a white woman here asking to speak to the manager. I'm pretty sure she wants to use her 50% off coupon that expired 3.5 years ago. But unfortunately for her, I am the manager. And what I say goes, and I say you don't get your damn discount. Why don't you leave a scathing Yelp review about it? I don't know where that came from. I've never even worked in public service. Let's just loot this chest. In here is actually a weapon part that I use for most of the run. The Dancer's Curve Sword. I end up using the handle on this because it's a really fun moveset. Coincidentally, this is also the weapon the Fox uses. I didn't mean for that to happen. I really just used this because this weapon combination looks funny. But it ended up being really good, so I just stuck with it for most of the game. This place reminds me of home. And yes, I mean the arsenal. Just gonna step over here and avoid that. And also avoid you. I need a stargazer. Alright, time to deal with this automaton of fun. So like many other players who have fought this boss, I hate the thing. It's even worse to fight this thing on a dodge run, because his attacks come out really fast. So dodging is not easy. But I was able to put Android 19 here down pretty quick. So tell me, do you feel fear now? Look, I'm just gonna be the one to say it. We're all thinking it, I'm just gonna say it. Anyway, moving on. Start looting the chests here in the Opera House. Nothing overly important, mind you. There's some upgrades for one of the merchants. I also level up this sword because there's an important boss coming up right now. Top marks for the presentation alone on this boss, but the fight is also one of the best in the game. He also knows how to make an entrance. Unfortunately, he does need to die so I can move forward in the game. Right, so damage isn't too great, but I think I can work with this. Phase 1 of this fight isn't that hard. His swings are pretty telegraphed. I just get greedy. Because of how big this boss is, I decided to use the Pandemonium arm. The actual damage is quite low, but the poison buildup is really useful. This here wind attack, I have no clue how to dodge it. I usually just hope I get lucky and he staggers, which he did this time, so it's all good. As you can see, the strategy hasn't failed so far, so obviously I'm doing something right. I promise I know what I'm doing in this game. Right, that's phase 1 done. Now comes the real challenge of this fight. The robotic twink himself, Romeo. And he is stanced up. But now, it's time I reveal the truth. This whole run was based off this one fight. I saw a post a while back about how you could easily beat Romeo if you just dodged to his side. Now, any normal person would just try this out in the boss rematch mode, but I wanted to make content. So I decided to do this stupid run all because I saw a Reddit post a few months back. Well, that, and I wanted to see if it was actually possible to beat this game without parrying, and here you see me putting that theory into practice. And I gotta say, the post made a good point. I probably easily could have dodged that entire thing if I locked in a little more. But even here you can see his tracking get thrown off just by being to the side of him. He tries to flee, but my fatal attack gets him in the end. Rest well, brother. You will be avenged. That, I promise you. That's really all I can do for you. But now, I must push on. Ah, Father, you're here. Here to congratulate me on my victory, I see. With Romeo dead, all the puppets are just lost. They no longer have a purpose in this world. I guess I can relate to that. I'd finally tested out the post and it turned out to be right. But now, what more is there for me to do? What's left? I guess I'll have to keep pushing forward to find out. However, everywhere I look, there's just nothing. Okay. This arcade, what's meant to spark joy, sparks nothing in me. What is a puppet to do? In the end, no matter how many enemies I defeat, death still comes for me. Yep. First death of the run. Are you kidding me? Not even the big clown puppet. It was the ads around him. Can you believe this shit, man? I didn't even die to a boss. This guy gets it. But with that, I have found my new purpose. Revenge. All of them will die. Starting here at the Grand Exhibition. Only thing standing between me and an ass kicking is this short cart ride. Just to be clear, it's an ass kicking for them, not me. I can sense a great evil in this place. It must be defeated. The puppets here are trying to stop me, but nothing will stop my rage. It doesn't matter what they throw at me, I will prevail. In fact, I'll throw some of my own. Lightning bolt, magic missile. This is why I don't use consumables on the bosses. I think I found that great evil I was talking about. You can't trick me, game. I've played these games before. Oh great, it's another call from the Jonkler. It doesn't even give me the key this time. I have to solve this puzzle. I mean, to be fair, it's not a hard puzzle, but it is missable. You'd be surprised that people miss this. Anyway, here's the third key. I want to get this chest here, but Bruce Big Shoulders here is stopping me. So I just start torching his ass. Also, can we just take a moment to see this tracking? What is that? Whatever, craft supply box. So it's time for the boss of this place. Is that Prime Mike Tyson I see? No. No. It's Macho Man. Not gonna lie, guy looks like he's seen better days. Especially with those yes starter locks on his head. So, much like Romeo, if you just dodge to the side of this guy, his attack chains just keep going and he misses you with all of them. Though, I wouldn't recommend just dodging right in front of him, because he likes to mix in fury attacks in his combos. So yeah, just keep to the side. It's really funny just watching him run off and interactions attacking. Man, I used to think this boss was hard, but now, not really. Even when he starts juicing with venom like Beam, he's just not as intimidating as he once was. I feel like one of those guys in a coliseum just making bulls angry and just miss me. What are they called again? Matadors, that was it. Yeah, he just can't hit me. Okay, maybe he can. I should probably not be shit-talking the 15-foot mutant wrestler, but yeah, fury attacks are still a bit of a problem. I really need a way to remedy that. I've been able to get by so far, but that's just because I can't do anything to stop their attacks. I still just have to run out of the way of the attack. But, to be fair, the build isn't even like a quarter done so far. It's a shame this game doesn't have a battle axe weapon, because if it did I would have been able to recreate Absolute Batman. Oh well, I'll put it on the wishlist for the next NeoWiz game. Yeah, I don't think you're a better man now, buddy. I mean, still a better outcome than the Absolute Universe. And here he is, the big bad evil guy of the game. I mean, just look at him with that shit-eating grin. He yaps on about evolution or something, I don't know, I wasn't listening. Oh, guys, it's my wife. Okay, I'm gonna try raising her up, chat. I got this. Please, 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 please. Haha, I still got it. I'm still the Riz God. So y'all think I'm gonna get a second date? If I do, it probably won't be in this area, because we finally made it to the most iconic place in every Souls game, the Poison Swamp. This minecart getting a cutscene is like that stupid cutscene from Shadow of the Erdtree, or the bridge in Volcano Manor. Just random. Oh, look who it is. What are you doing here, man? Give me this amulet already. The good thing about the swamp is one of the best characters in the game is here. Friend. If anything happens to him, I will murder everyone and then myself. Vanini box. This area is a genuine hellscape. We've got poison swamps, we got fucking balls, we got this guy. I hate this guy. Actually, the enemy I hate the most in this game. Like, I don't know, maybe it's his timings, but I can just never figure out his moveset. Like, I actually hate your fucking existence. Please, just die already. Oh goody, an earthquake while I'm on a rickety bridge. Really no better time to experience an earthquake. Right, I'm at the main boss of this area, but I need to kill all the mini bosses I skipped. Guarding with another puppet of the future. Why is there another one? There's actually two in this area. Such riveting gameplay. And it really doesn't get much better. We've got Dr. House if he went off his Vicodin, and if his yaoi lover Wilson died. And all he drops is a shitty mask. Right, now that all small fries have been taken care of, let's get to the main boss. My fury will not be seated until this thing is dead, because this boss is a war criminal. I hate you pile of sludge. You and your stupid fucking jump attacks. Right, one death, I'll get him next time. Actually, no I won't. Because what is that hitbox? Well, you know what they say. Third time's the charm and all that. Now, the swamp monster here is kind of weird for the dog run. Because, yes, you can just dodge to the side and make it go off in a random direction. But it has a lot of fury attacks and a lot of charge attacks. So you can tell it's a little annoying to dodge this thing. And in phase 2 it gets a sort of different moveset. I think the timings are a little different on some of its attacks. But I could be wrong. Attention to detail was never my thing. I just like stuff on fire. So fun fact, you can actually just run at it to dodge this attack. I guess the hitboxes are a lot further on. Here is why it's so weird to fight this thing in phase 2. takes over the body of the scrapped Watchman from the early parts of the game, being a key in some of the Watchman's attacks, and these annoying poking attacks. Oh, and who could forget the jump attacks? It's not even easy to dodge the first ones, but the last one's always a fury attack. Then there's the fucking charge attack. This one's a little up to RNG, because depending on where you are in the arena, you could just get hit by this immediately. Also in Phase 2, he actually loses his fire weakness. Now electric is the best thing for him, but my electric arm kinda sucks. I have no clue how I dodged that. I guess I was just at the right angle, and did it twice. Okay, look, it's usually a lot harder to dodge those. But finally this menace is dead. I can finally leave the swamp. Oh hey, battery acid. This motherfucker, where were you? That thing was trying to eat me. Oh, now you want to go back to the hotel. But, with the swamp monster dead, I finally get the Ghost Walk amulet. This amulet is a necessity for this run, because it allows me to iframe fury attacks. Fucking finally. Alright Aldoro, you've been partially forgiven for your crimes. You know, I forgot I wasn't finished with Decay, because now all of Trot Central Station is filled with the stuff. And there's a big scorpion thing, which gave me more trouble than most bosses this run. There's also an orphan I need to kill here, and I don't feel bad about it because they keep chucking random crap at me. Die! Look, I'm doing them a favor, they won't be hungry anymore. So if you really think about it, that was a good deed. Well, I'm not trying to justify killing an orphan. I don't know, it happens a lot in this game. At least our merchant friend here survived the chaos. It's nice that some things don't change. Oh fuck. Still looks better than fucking Detroit, even with all the death light crystals. This enemy is obviously listening to some heavy metal music. Can he stop? Supply box. That supply box gave me a cryptic vessel that lets me go on a detour. This is the only side area in the game. You get a music disc here and some new drip. That I won't be wearing. Boss time. I'm still in a dream. Oh, we're fighting a schizophrenic woman, aka my mother. Ghost Walk amulet already coming in handy. And this acid is just melting this boss. So for its phase 2, it uses Shadow Clone Jutsu to try and outnumber me. Unfortunately for her, I got her stuck in the corner. Your Shadow Clones are shit. Fight me one-on-one, bitch. Look, I'm breaking her ankles here. You really can just mess up an enemy's tracking in this game really easily. How the fuck did I dodge that one? Yeah, just bait her into doing this fury attack and then punish. This boss was so easy. How was Oscar having trouble with this? An elevator. Time for more music. I should have taken the stairs. Now is not the time, Heath Ledger. Another Trinity key. Isn't that 4? How can it be a Trinity if there's 4 keys? Maybe my math's just off. Anyway, time for Asylum Demon 2! So just like with the scrapped Watchman, the Parade Master's been taken over, causing it to be a much more annoying boss to fight. I'll be honest, I need more practice with this boss. I don't know what it is, but it just trips me up for some reason. I need to just spend like an hour fighting this boss in the boss rematch mode, just to get more used to it. Because it shouldn't be this hard for me to fight it. I'm way better at harder bosses. I mean, to be fair, I don't really consider this a good boss. It summons ads halfway free and throws literal temper tantrums. Maybe I'm just being too greedy. I mean, I am swinging during the middle of his attacks. I never claimed to be smart. Gotta get more damage in while he's staggered. I'm trying to build up as much electric damage as I can, but Legion arms just kinda suck on base medium. Right, I've almost got him dead, and I've been grabbed. And he's voring me. Please help. Die, you vor fucker. I'm not into that shit. Ah, the fucking ad exploded on me. You don't even get a boss argo for beating this guy anymore. It's over now, I can relax at the hotel now, and oh my fucking god, I hate them. My house! It's in shambles, what the hell? Turn this back on so I can at least heal here. Oh look, the DLC's available. That's right, we're not finishing the base game, we're going to the DLC! There's a lot of things for the build in the DLC, so I need to go there. Surely going to the DLC early will not be a mistake, and will have zero consequences on the rest of this run. Oh, Canada! Fuck! If I get called a gerb here, I'm leaving. Well, I guess it's appropriate weather for the time. I guess I should dress for the occasion. I've been in these clothes for a little too long. Right, now that I'm full of Christmas cheer, let's get going. We've got an elite enemy here blocking the main door. And I'm dead. That did a lot of damage. Just get the door quick, just get the door. Ignore what's coming towards me right now, just get the door. Get inside, get inside. Ah! Leave me alone, you big fuck. Why can't it follow me up the stairs? Alright, I think I lost it. Yep, it's gone. Right, well obviously I can't tank anything in the DLC. So let's go grab an item that I never use, I'm pretty sure. So if you kill this enemy in Trismegistus, you get the Iron Wall item, which gives 10% damage negation. It's not much, but it should help a little bit. I need all the defense I can get, even these basic enemies are doing like 25% of my health a hit. If you couldn't tell, I am in a zoo right now, which is why the entire animal kingdom is beating my ass. Is this the shit the Aussies have to deal with every day? No wonder they're so high level. I think I should steer clear of Australia for a while. I don't think I could beat any of these animals in a real life fight. In fact, I might just stay clear of zoos altogether after this. I'm starting to get flashbacks to the horse track. Seriously, why does this thing have so much HP? I'm pretty sure I've killed actual bosses faster than this. Just keep cooking it until it dies, just keep cooking it until it dies. Fucking finally it's dead. The Genius Legion plug is actually very useful. Come on. Fall, damn you. How did it miss? I swear this game is just fully against me sometimes. Let's hope this boss is kinder. You know, as kind as a 20-foot croc can be. I'm just gonna come out and say it right now, I play this fight horribly. I have barely fought this boss before, because for some reason it's not in the boss rematch mode, and its moveset is just really weird. So yeah, I'm not that good at this boss. But that's alright, for I am the master at this game. If the average Florida man can take on one of these things, so can I. Just gotta run and make sure I don't get grabbed. You know, I would have thought this would have been a frost boss the first time I fought it, because the DLC introduces the frost effect, but no bosses have it. It's just an environmental effect, and that one mini-boss. Feels like kind of a missed opportunity. But thinking about it now, if this boss had frost, it would be way more annoying. So maybe it's a good thing they didn't go on that opportunity. People say this boss reminds them of the golden hippo from Shadow of the Erdtree, but at least that boss you could stagger it a lot easier. I'm fighting for my fucking life here. I've had no healing for half its health bar. And you know what? I'm still gonna win, because I'm built different. Not correctly, just different. I don't even get a boss soul for beating it. I mean, the full moonstone probably will be helpful later on. But right now, all I care about is giving back shots to this robot. No, I will not choose my words more carefully. Also in this session is another Bruce Big Chest. He was flexing on me that he was able to beat one of the apes. Alright, you gloating prick, come here. Is someone on fire? Killing him drops down the ladder to move forward. And then I appear to be in some freaky sex dungeon. Yeah, I don't want to know what goes on with these cages. Let's just hit this stargazer and get prepared for the boss, because I'll be doing this fight with one hand. I used the Genius Legion plug I got earlier to unlock the Cataclysm arm. Now, where is that boss? Just wait for the textures to pop in, then we can get this fight started. Alright, before anybody asks, wood for both of them, obviously. Wait. Ow. Alright, I've got her pretty low. I think I can win this. And I'm dead. Shit. Alright, if I can avoid till my flask gets back, I can maybe win this. Never mind. Right, so it turns out, not blocking on Markiona makes the fight kinda hard. Who would've thunk it? I actually had to stop playing with one hand and use my other hand for this one. Maybe one day I'll be powerful enough to beat her one-handed. So, I think there's multiple ways to go about this fight. As long as you just kill Markiona, you win. So you could just ignore the puppet entirely and just focus her down. But then you have to deal with the puppet attacking you randomly and it just gets annoying. So what I do is, I get her low enough just before she fears transitions, and then I kill the puppet. Now if you're seeing my gameplay, you probably think that's a stupid idea, seeing as I've basically run out of healing before I even killed the puppet. So I didn't notice in the fight, but look at her health bar when I kill the puppet at the same time I hit her. So much damage. And because the puppet's dead, and she's below half HP, her phase transition doesn't actually happen. Well, it's delayed, but This gives a lot of time to just wheel on her. Now, probably depending on what weapon you're using, you may have just killed her at this point. But once the puppet's healed, she actually will go in the phase 2. You can just beat out that big slam attack, and she's wide open. And from there, it's an easy win. Fable attack finish for style. Look, I tried to get a nice booty shot for the camera, but it just wasn't happening. The only useful thing I get from this fight is the key. I'm not going to use the ergo for anything. This next area actually has something I do plan on using for a little bit. But first we gotta watch this person aura farm. Finally we're out of the zoo exhibits. And now it's time for the carnival. Hello, best character in the game. Yes, I will get anything you ask from me. This is the only time I use the bow this whole run. Honestly, I probably should have used this more, because its Fable Arts technically count as dodges, I think. Maybe a future run. But now it's time for tea. And who better to have tea with than Asylum Demon number 3. I told you the boss was Asylum Demon. 3 different variants of the same boss. Very Dark Souls of it. This carnival game is what I actually need to do. Gotta hit 12 of these guys to actually get the reward for it. But thankfully I've played these games before and get it first try. And what is my reward? A new weapon. The Maniac's Pinwheel. Now this is an interesting weapon. When you run and dodge, it actually spins up, causing it to become a multi-hit weapon. I don't know how much damage it actually does at level 4. The only numbers I've found is some guy in the comment section saying it does 30% more damage. I don't know how true that is though. Someone out there probably has real numbers, but I'll never find them because I'm too lazy to look it up or to do testing myself. Even back in time, we got this wandering merchant just walking around. Here though, he actually sells something that's a little interesting. This amulet he sells actually lets you do a dodge roll when you're locked on, instead of that dash you usually do. Now, I don't know if it adds more iframes or not. I'm guessing it does because the animation is longer. But when I use the thing, I just ended up getting caught more often. So it didn't see much use this run. It does work with link dodge though, which is nice. Here we go again, more tram action. Cue the music. Kitty, kitty cat, let me pet you. Wait, no, don't run away, get back here. Give me this cutscene. I want to pet the cat. Damn, how does it look worse than when it was actually trash in the future? Open up this chest to get the upgrade core, which I'll be using a lot this run. Hello there. Astarion, what the fuck are you doing here? Go back to Baldur's Gate 3. This guy Klaus is another merchant who trades special items. He has some useful stuff here and there. But it's time to go into Trismegistus in the past. Surely it won't be as bad as it is in the future. This is not Trismegistus. This is hell frozen over. I keep bouncing my weapon off the fucking walls. It's too big. An issue I also have in real life. Why is it always some fucking precarious situation I'm in? God damn it, I fell. And I get swanton bombed. Thank you, Liza P. Very cool. Hey, yo, why does this weapon look like a double butt plug? What do the devs mean by this? Did they mean to say I'm getting fucked up in here? This guy's going fucking schizo in here. I gotta get out of here. This mini-boss is also hell to deal with. It does so much damage and inflicts shock, which lowers your stamina recovery. So try and get behind him. Oh great, more parkour. No, it's mostly just falling in this one, so it's not too bad. Finally, I reached the stargazer. Why do I hear screaming? I'm gonna get my shit rocked, aren't I? Welcome back to my roleplay video. Today I will be roleplaying a victim. Ow. I'm on fire! I'm on fire! And I'm dead. How is she so fast with such a big weapon? And why can't I have that weapon? Yeah, this whole fight was just a dick flattening session for me. I don't know if I'll ever recover. So here I am, up against the muscle mommy, Veronique. I'm probably butchering her name, but she's butchering me, so I think it's fair. Once again, this is a boss I'm not super good at. It's always the DLC bosses, isn't it? But yeah, I changed my weapon back to the bramble sword. The pinwheel was just kinda slow. I need fast weapons for this build. I need to be able to hit then get away quick, which is the method I also use on your mother. I don't think she liked that joke very much because ow, she fucking hurt. Right here is why I picked up the Cataclysm. It's a lot faster than getting off a charge attack. This isn't even doing that much damage. The boss health in this DLC is fucking stupid. Don't do what I did right here. Don't get in a corner with her. That's how you die in this fight. It's happened before. Oh yeah, one unique thing about Veronique, she can cancel you out of backstabs. They saw how easy it was to beat NPCs with them in the base game and they made it harder. In fact, they just made NPCs harder in the DLC. Like, what is this combo chain? I mean, I still dodged it all, but the vile combo. Which is why I'm giving her back shots. That's a rare opportunity for me. Usually it's the muscle mommy giving me back shots. But now it's my turn to win. Say it with me, everyone. Not even close. Barely even a challenge. Of course I remember you in my dreams. The wet kind. Anyway, moving on. Give me your weapon. Motherfucker. Why am I in a cave all of a sudden? Did they get too lazy to finish building stuff? Fucking alchemists. You! What are you doing here? Here to make me fight your battles again? Also, why does your voice sound different? There's another one of these motherfuckers in this place. He goes down a bit easier this time since the room we're in is actually kind of big. Time to claim my reward from his chest. What do we got in here? A pocket watch. Well, I don't see how that can be helpful. So, let's continue on. Because just behind this door is a two-faced overseer. Please don't do that to me. Alright, here comes the combo, just gotta dodge all this. And I'm dead. One of those hits did like half my health. You know, I thought it was just difficulty 5, but this guy hits really hard no matter what. Like, I'm literally getting dragged around and beat up. I don't have low health, I'm pretty sure I have like 35 HP. That's high for this new game cycle. Alright, time to lock in. I think the reason this boss is so hard is because you're meant to fight it with an NPC. Because if you talk to the tracker, you can just summon him for the fight. And he goes crazy here. Twin Dragon Katana is like really good on this guy apparently. I mean, it's good on like every boss. My main strategy for this boss is just burst the Dino Phase 1 as fast as possible. Because I'm pretty sure the Phase switch is on a timer. You're not going to get many chances to attack in Phase 1. Because look at the length of these goddamn combos. And those are wide swings too, you're not just sidestepping those easy. If you're not doing parries, you have to wait a long time to attack this guy. That's kind of why I switched back to the Bramble Sword. This thing just swings so fast. But when he does this slam down attack, it's time to run away. I'm not dodging through all of that, I don't have the stamina. Better to just outrun it. Somehow I actually managed to get him to stagger this time. I'm pretty sure this actually knocks him out of Phase 2. Which is good, because I was not dealing with that shit well. Also, damn, that riposte did nothing. Yeah, you gotta use fire for this boss. The damage over time is just way too good. Because this guy has way too much health. After I run out of grindstones, I just started making him extra crispy. Bringing this man to KFC. Damn, these arms do no damage at this level. This fight always takes me forever. It's even worse this time because I'm being so, like, careful. Motherfucker is just so dangerous. So apparently the Flamberge is enough posture damage to get a stagger. Probably a good thing I leveled up stagger duration in my P-Organ. Otherwise this stagger wouldn't last so long. And hit him with a charge attack. Actually managed to get another burn on it with the Flamberge. Now I just gotta make sure I don't choke the fight at the end here. Just gonna play it safe. Nothing fancy. Come on, come on, come on, I'm one hit. And he's dead. Thank God. I did not want to fight this again. See, even his mind was blown that I beat him. And for all that, you don't even get a weapon. What's up, Alidoro? Sorry I didn't call you for the fight, I'm kind of doing a solo run. Another ore farming cutscene before we can get going.
I swear I won't be late.
I may not have gotten a weapon from the Overseer, but I did get something else. That cipher machine I got from him can be given to Alidoro here. When he decrypts it, we can go investigate around the old timeline. The first one brings us back to the zoo. We need to touch the nose of this display gator, where we find a hidden confession note. Reporting this back to Alidoro gets us a reward. One that is vital to this build, the Whirlwind Amulet. This amulet increases my physical attack power every time I do a successful dodge. I think you can see why this would be useful in a dodge run. But this amulet comes with some caveats. 1, it only stacks up to 4 times. And 2, it only works when I iframe dodge, which should stack up pretty often. It's time for me to return to my roots. For you see, as a child, I too yearned for the mines. Unfortunately, there are those who try to keep me away from the mines. They just don't understand my passion, but I shall defeat all the non-believers. This chest here has the second Genius Legion plug I needed. And right down there in that chest is the weapon of this run. Yes, I know we're 49 minutes into the video right now, but trust me, it will all be worth it once I get this weapon. This is a weapon every Let's P player has always wanted. The Arch Guardian Blade, aka a mini Laxasia's weapon. This shit is getting plus 10 immediately. It occurs to me I should probably explain why this weapon is so good. The R1 moveset's pretty basic with normal slashes, but the R2 gives a projectile electric attack. But that's not why this weapon is so useful. The Fable attack actually charges you up, making you do the sliding dash instead of the usual dodge. It also cuts your weapon from electricity and makes you attack faster. So yeah, a pretty good buff. All for 2 Fable charges. But talk is cheap, let's test it out. Against the young swamp monster. Okay, he's got hands. Oh god, I'm grabbing. Oh god, he's sucking me. Help, help, help! And I just gained back a bunch of health. How is the young version of this thing more annoying than the old one? I'll tell you how, because it's faster and has grab attack. Said grab attacks also heal it. I cut out a couple of attempts at this thing because it's minor boss at best. Just know I hate this thing for passion, and after you beat it, it just runs away like a little bitch. Leave, you stupid thing, you were a horrible experience. This mini-boss is annoying too, but mainly because you're meant to block it. If you get caught in its drill, it just multi-hits you to death. It does drop another Cypher machine. Gonna see what Aldor gives me for that. And then we meet our best character. Of course I'll give you any ergo you ask for. And right after meeting her, immediate sadness. Our good friend Alexander here being put in a jar. Well, that. So I followed his wishes and helped pull the plug for him. You're one of the only nice NPCs to me, friend. And yes, I'm sure you were very handsome. In the room next to him is a chest that contains an amulet, which I actually did use. The storyteller's amulet actually gives me more Fable for each attack, which means I can use the Fable art on the blade more often. We've got a boss fight coming up right now, but there's one thing I want to do before I fight it. I used that new Genius Legion plug to buy the Icarus, which is very effective against this boss. So let's upgrade it a little bit. I only have enough for level 2, but that's all I need. Alright, now it's my turn to aura farm. These other bosses have had too good for too long, just aura farming me. You think you're tough shit? I'm the one aura farming this one. Look, he senses my aura. Wait. Shit. Alright, attempt 2. I've almost got him. Why didn't I dodge? Right, this time for real. This guy's fury attacks are actually really easy to dodge. They're actually really good openings to hit him. The strat is to break the horns on his hand and head. This lets you do more damage to him, and it stuns him for a good while. The Icarus is really good for this because it can hit both horns at the same time. And once you actually break the horn on its head, it stuns. This lets you do the coolest damn riposte in the game. Like seriously, this is some God of War shit. And that knocks it right into phase 2 where it starts firing its laser. I don't think that matters so much because I am chunking you with damage right now. The cool thing about the Arch Guardian Blade is actually lets me do 2 elemental types of damage. So I can infuse the blade with fire, and the heavy attack actually lets me do the electric on top of it. And having 2 status effects on an enemy is really good. Compare I'm using the Fable skill to actually let me dodge these attacks a lot better. The skill is very good for letting you get out of range. I managed to dodge the lasers a lot better this time. The best way to dodge the lasers is to actually be up close to it, kinda like how you dodge Nadir or classic sets of lasers. You just want to be out of their way. One bad thing about the heavy attack on this weapon is you have to actually hit it with the blade if you want to get the stagger. Which, as you can tell, can be quite annoying when the weapon has no lunge. But I land a hit eventually, knocking the Anguish Guardian into one last stagger, as a riposte on this boss does a lot of damage. I probably could have beat that first try, but I just wasn't locked in. I don't think I'll be first trying any DLC boss from this point on. You'll see why I say that soon. Damn, this painkiller bottle is empty. I could have used some of those. How is that merchant all the way out here? Do you guys think it's the same merchant each time, or they just use the same model for each merchant? I genuinely don't know. What I do know is this area is annoying as hell. Those are just these annoying fish that pop out of the water, but they're really annoying. Activate the Stargazer, activate the Stargazer, activate the Stargazer. Oh, I'm getting shanked. Help. This isn't London. Alright, I think I got away from him. Just gotta make it through this boat. What the hell? That Asterion? Alright, you limey prick. This time I'm gonna murder you. Or he's gonna murder me. This fight was really damn annoying. I'm pretty sure I was stuck here for like an hour. Because he just attacks so damn fast. And he heals multiple times. His moveset also drastically changes when he transforms. So that wasn't helping me. I mean, after a time I got really good at phase 1. Just back up when he does this damn smoke attack. And when he dashes at you, just backstab him. But that's another thing about this fight. After you backstab him once, you put on a cooldown. How long is that cooldown? I have no idea. I switched out one of my amulets for this fight and everything. This one's meant to increase your status builder. And that's pretty needed for this guy. Because he switches from being weak to acid in phase 1 to being weak to fire in phase 2. Also, look at that hellfire refill. It's just fucking insane, honestly. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. This fight made me reconsider being in the DLC. Multiple times I was thinking, I'll just go back to base game and come back later. But I didn't. I had the just one more attempt mentality. Because each time I fought him, I was getting closer. I was learning his moveset pretty well. I mean, sure, I was greedy on some attacks, but who doesn't get greedy on a Souls boss? Sometimes you have to be greedy to win a fight. Sometimes you have to be greedy to get stronger. But, as long as you don't let the greed overtake you, you can win. But damn, that greed really wanted to overtake me this whole fight. I think this moment here is when I locked in the most. Now I'm gonna glaze myself here. That was awesome. After a move like that, I have to win, right? But you see, folks, life isn't like an anime. Alright, I choked, but surely I'll get him next attempt, right? I was so close there. I've got this. And I forgot to record the fight. Why? Why am I like this? This happened in the last video too. I was so pissed off with myself here. Because this was the hardest fight of the run so far. And I messed it up. It's also too late for me to restart the whole run. So, I have to live with myself as a complete failure. I swear to fuck, if I do this in the next video, I'm gonna... I'm leaving that in, I don't even care at this point. Let's get back to more happy news. There's a chest right there that I actually want to get. Because if you could have guessed by now, I like looking at the Lies of P subreddit. And I'm pretty sure that's where I got the idea to use this weapon combo. Now, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name because I'll get it wrong. But this will be the definitive weapon for the rest of the run. And it's pretty good. It's got really good reach and nice lunge attacks on all of it. I also decided to respec my levels, and I kinda messed up. Now right before this I put a technique crank on my weapon, which makes it skill better with technique. So that's what I focused on in the respec. But I'm realizing I could have just dumped everything into motivity, because the handle scales better with motivity. So in short, I'm an idiot. But that's okay. This weapon is still fucking great. And now I'm about to show you how good it is on the Black Road Brotherhood. I guess the beating I gave these guys earlier wasn't enough. Alrighty then, let's check out this damage. Hey, that's pretty good. Now, normally this fight's really annoying, because it's a triple gang fight, but I've been to the DLC, which means my level is very high, meaning my numbers are bigger than theirs. So they really stand zero chance against me. I mean, just look at how fast they killed one of them. Now, the strat for this fight is to kill one of them, then kill two at the same time. This means you can fight the eldest in a 1v1. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to do a gang fight. And would you two just let me attack? Putting my fucking keys on the point right here. We have no poise in this game, so even these guys are not getting attacks. Oh, you wanna push me? You wanna push me? Push this bitch. That's what you get. Come here, you. Right, now the real fight can begin. I may not have fully killed you before, but I will now. Just as soon as you stop swinging that thing around. Because I'm not trying to be near that red attack. But Jesus, this damage is insane. I am just chunking that health bar. Maybe I could just cheese the whole fight behind these sandbags. Never mind. But I guess I don't really need to cheese this fight. I guess going into the DLC early and fighting everything makes you kinda overlevel. Even more than I thought it would be. I was so confident in this fight I didn't even put on the Ghost Walk amulet. I didn't think I'd need it for hunting rabbits today. And I guess I was right. Seriously though, that was really easy. Is the rest of the base game gonna be like this? Well, how about I go find out? Using the latest transportation methods. The submarine. This is like the most random part of the game, by the way. You can just take a boat, it's gotta be a submarine. Land ahoy! Alright, here's the mission briefing. Geppetto has been kidnapped, so now I must storm the beaches of Normandy. I mean the Alchemist base. This event shall forever be known as P-Day. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, get the fuck away from me, get the fuck away from me. Please! Alright, another Guardian. Let's hope this one is easier than the last one. Was that a hand hit? It was, wasn't it? That wasn't even max damage. Hold on, why am I doing so much? This is meant to be a gimmick boss. It's already staggered. This weapon is stupid. Like, this is meant to be a hard boss. I know it was nerfed, but seriously, this is actually what it did to this guy. Well, I guess I can continue forward. You know, I kinda hope the rest of the Abbey is that easy. Hopefully the rest of the Abbey is that easy to get through, because this place is usually a nightmare. I'd start playing Snake Eater here, but I'd probably get copyright strike. Oh shit, it's Bruce Big Chest's cousin, Billy Broadshoulders. Are these names sticking? I doubt it. He swings this thing with such sauce. Go Clanker go. Speaking of clankers, we got one hiding behind this door right here. Mr. Riddler himself, Arlecchino. Remember this name, folks. It's very important. This guy gave me more trouble than every boss this run combined. But that's for later in the video. Right now, I've got an orphan to kill. I just know killing this guy is gonna make me sleep on the couch tonight, but it must be done. I must kill my brother-in-law. The missus isn't gonna be happy about this, but I have to kill every boss. You know, I feel a little bad killing a blind orphan, but he did leave me to fend for myself against the Black Road Brotherhood. So maybe this is divine retribution. Can't believe I actually got a stance break on this guy. But if you notice right there, I didn't actually get a riposte. I was just standing behind him so I could get a backstab. Yeah, this fight was just a beatdown. He's not a very strong NPC though. I think this moment gave me more of a fright than he did. Unironically in more danger there than any boss fight. In the base game at least. Oh, you want to take a swing at me? BAM! Alright. No more playing around. We've got what everyone considers the hardest boss of the base game. Mostly because this is also a fight everyone does one-handed. But also this boss is actually tough. For the average player. But someone of my caliber shall have no issues with this. Bring it on, Lax. Me and my big fat fucking mouth. Alright, attempt to. It's not gonna catch me off guard this time. And once again, the damage is fucking massive. See, I would have saved the DLC for later, but I needed this weapon. I should really follow more posts that say what weapons are good. So I was sleeping on this thing the whole time. Because my first run for the DLC was a strength run, so this weapon would have been up my alley. But you see, the gunblade existed, and I wasn't going to use anything else other than that. Maybe I'll run through again casually. They have a lot of cool weapons in the DLC. Right, now into the hard part of this fight. Phase 2. She's a lot faster in this phase. And I know the parry timings pretty well. I just don't know the dodge timings, like, at all. Though this dodge was pretty clean. Just gonna grindstone up in her face. And now the fight begins. I still don't know what the point of breaking your shield is, because she can still use it to block in this phase. Seriously, what is the point of it? I decided I'm getting my ass kicked early enough that I need to start taking a page from her book. So it's time to finally use the Fable again. And already it's working because I'm covering more distance and dodges. But she's just draining all my pulse cells. So I better end this quick by wheeling on her. You know, maybe using an electric weapon here wasn't the best idea, but it's worked in the past, so why not? You know, it's a really good thing this weapon's Fable art lets me attack faster. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have hit this. And this repose basically finishes the fight. Gotta get one more cheeky swing in on her. But Thunder Mommy is defeated. It really sucks having to kill one of your wives, but at least I have 2 more. I know they'll never leave me. Honey? Are you okay there? Speak to me, please! Oh no, she dropped loot. She's fading away at how shit my build is. I can't believe my other wife died of cringe. And then I almost died too. This is just not my day, is it? Oh, it's my second wife. Well, first wife now, I guess. Oh, she wants a divorce. Oh no. Apparently being broke and killing her brother was the tipping point. And for the first time this run, I fucked up. I tried to activate my grindstone and accidentally blocked, so now I have to die. And guess what? I did it again! I was just trying to use my Fable. How do I go this whole run without doing that, and then I do it twice on the same boss? This is why she's divorcing me. My wife told me to choose between her and the dodge build. God, I miss her. I may be able to dodge fury attacks, but I can't dodge alimony. Hey Dad, you got any words of wisdom to deal with this? Nope, he just wants validation as a father. A lot of help he was. Even though I'm in my depression arc, we must push forward. The big bad evil guy is just ahead. The one who caused my wife to suffer. I shall show him no mercy. I'm walking this thing down. I'm not scared of you. You should be scared of me. It appears he got some cosmetic surgery. Oh lord, he coming. The phase 1 of this fight isn't too hard, I just need to not be greedy, which I've proven to be bad at. This fight is honestly an endurance test more than a damage test. This guy stalls so hard in phase 2. Simon here definitely skipped leg day it seems. I don't even know how he's able to move like that. But I'm pretty sure he put that extra work into his arm. That or he's a D1 gooner. And from what I know about the lore, he is a gooner. Right, finally knocked him into phase 2. Can someone please tell me why this motherfucker just hit a domain expansion? This is meant to be a Souls-like, not fucking Jujutsu Kaisen. It feels like I'm out here fighting Mahito. Except way less cool. So phase 2. This is just projectile spam. And AoE spam. Which also does disruption buildup. So if I'm not careful, I just die. Not in the same way if I got hit by normal attacks. It's basically just death by from Elden Ring. So, a good strat for this boss is get him poisoned. You're gonna be doing a lot of running in this fight. Yes, and point. This AoE blocks half the damn arena, so you need to get out of range before you get hit. And I'm not actually sure if it's dodgeable or parryable. But I've never seen anyone do it, so I'm just gonna assume it's not. Maybe I'll test it in the future. But for now, I'm not trying to lose the first attempt. You know, there are some people who actually do this as their final boss, and I just feel sorry for them because it's so underwhelming. Like, don't get me wrong, he's an okay boss. Like, in spectacle, he's a pretty good final boss, but in moveset, not really. Now, I'm not saying I'm super knowledgeable about game design. I'm just saying I think he could have been done a little bit better. Right here is an example of me trying to show off. The boss is one hit, I easily could have beat him right there. But no, I wanted to be fancy. So of course I just keep dodging and wait for an opening. So I can finish him off with a Fable attack I haven't used yet. It would have been really funny if I blocked him there by accident.
Watch out, fortune crypto.
Well, that's an ominous warning. Now we're at the end of the base game. So you know what that means? Back to the DLC! Yeah, there's a few things I need to finish here in the DLC. We've got one last boss here, so it's a bit of a walk, so this might take a while. Firstly, gotta take a quick trip up to the lighthouse to get a nice view of my doom. This is called foreshadowing. But before I march into hell, there's someone I must find. Because all my wives are dead, I need a new one. So let's see if I can raise up a baddie. Hey baby, are you a model or famous actress? Bow chicka bow. Yay, same team, same team. Look, I come bearing gifts. Please don't murder me. Oh yeah, she's best girl. He even immediately starts calling me a loot goblin. Oh Leia, you know me so well already. So Leia's whole thing is, he's a Virgil man in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And a really good one. What is that music I'm hearing? Finally, the Monad Charity House. We're nearing the end of the DLC, so shit's about to start kicking off a lot more. But it's nothing I can't handle. Fuck. Well, that was traumatizing. Even the fucking enemies don't want to fight me because of how sad that was. Well, except for this guy. But he goes down pretty quick. What the fuck is this enemy actually? He uses 2 giant mallets, then turns into Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Stop rolling, you dickhead. A lot of secret switches in this place I'm noticing. I guess when you're enemies with alchemists you should have a few escape plans. Alright, let's have the Dark Souls door open one last time. You can hear them fighting already. Here are my levels going into the fight. Alright, Leia got stomped. But I know this fight pretty well, so this shouldn't take too long.
Who might you be?
2 hours later. Literally, this fight took me 2 hours. Yeah, so it turns out, final boss of the DLC, really hard. Especially if you're not blocking. Now, Arlecchino here attacks a lot. And he has some very long combos. And he mixes double swings in with them. Double swings that are incredibly hard to dodge, even with the link dodge. I just end up having to run away from his combos sometimes. And even then, he catches up to me. That's not even the worst thing about this guy. So for those of you who've played Elden Ring, maybe sometimes you feel like when you're about to heal, a boss just knows and then starts attacking you. Well, this motherfucker actually has that as a mechanic. When you use a pulse flask, his eyes will flash red, and then he'll start up a combo. Even if he just finished the combo, he'll restart it. Meaning there's not a lot of safe times to heal against this boss. And this phase 2 opener is fucking insane. I can barely parry all of this usually. The best method I've found for evading it is just run away and then just dodge through these last attacks. But that's not where the bullshit ends. Arlecchino is the only actual boss in the game that does break. This lowers the effectiveness of your pulse cells. So on top of getting more aggro when you heal, he also lessens your healing. You can't even dodge behind him to get hits because he'll do this. This is also one of the bosses where you have to dodge an attack, you can't parry certain ones. It's that red mist he leaves on the ground. You can't parry it at all. Not even the perfect rhinestone works on it. Oh, and the grab, I can't forget to mention the grab. Look, if you're not at full HP when he grabs you, you're dead. Your run is over. He just does way too much damage. And then there's the problem of letting this fight drag too long. Because he can do this. Yep, if you take too long, he'll just do his opening again. And he can do this multiple times. Now, if you're playing with consumables, this is actually a good fit. Because it gives you a lot of chances to hit him. But I'm not using consumables. And I've just run out of pulse cells. And he has over half his HP left. Did I mention how long this attempt took, by the way? I know I said the fight was 2 hours long, but this one attempt was over 10 minutes. I edited out like half, maybe more of the fight. It's still so long. Also, I should have died here. I got so damn lucky. If you're wondering how I got my health back here, it's because of those ampules in my hotbar there. One of them acts like a divine blessing, so it fully heals me. Let me tell you, they're probably the only reason I won this fight. I also had to change the build up a lot for this. I checked out the Whirlwind Amulet and the Extreme Modification one, and instead I used the Iron Wall Amulet and the Storyteller Amulet. Iron Wall of course giving me more defense, and Storyteller giving me more Fable, because without the Fable ability on this weapon, I would not have won. I don't think I've ever been this locked in my life. I was in a Discord call alone, not speaking, just entering my flow state, just letting all the training from Mr. Piccolo kick in. Arlecchino is right about one thing here. This is the grand finale. It's over. I finally defeated him. And I saved the bay. Fucking finally. A boss fight has not been that stressful since the first time I fought Arlecchino. But the story's not over just yet. We have to get revenge one more time and finally destroy that faker. Isn't that right, Geppetto? The true cause of all this suffering has been you. And now you ask for my heart? That's just not gonna fly. So bring out your true puppet, because I'm not your puppet anymore. Hello, faker. Let's dance. Alrighty then. The faker. Well, technically he was me at first, but I'm the superior version. And after fighting Arlecchino for so long, this guy's just way too easy. I didn't even play this fight well. I made so many dumb mistakes. Like, I lost all of my flow state for this fight. Actually, I'm pretty sure I was in a call for this one. Maybe that's why I was like half aware. I don't think it mattered too much. Look at this, it's so easy. Now, I'll admit, that was slick, but it wasn't enough to save him. Now, time for the most anime thing in this game. Right, now you get to see how poorly I was playing. Some of these attacks are definitely weird to dodge. Kind of a similar case to Arlecchino where they come out really fast. This one I just forgot the timing. But here's some tech I just learned about it at the end of the run. Using the Cataclysm to knock me out of range of attacks. Now that was just an accident there, but it's really cool. And can I just say, I love the lunge on this weapon. It really helps close the distance. I definitely gotta try out this weapon more. And look at this end sequence. I get the mini stagger on him into the big stagger, and then I riposte for the finish. But you see, apparently Carlo was a sore loser, and he tries to finish me after I've beaten him. Thankfully, Geppetto takes the hit for me. Only good thing he's ever done. And now, time to throw at this fucker's heart. There can only be one Carlo. And it's not me because I got the neutral ending. Whoops. So that was the dodge run. I hope you all enjoyed, even though it was an okay video in my opinion. I just thought I'd go over the build at the end of the video for anyone who's interested. So for the weapon I've got the Archguardian's Blade plus 10, and for the handle I've got the Silent Evangelist's Mace. And for amulets, I've got the Dancing One's Amulet, the Extreme Modification Amulet, which I used a lot in this run, the Ghostwalk Amulet, which was a necessity, let's be honest, and I guess the Whirlwind Amulet. I definitely used this a good amount when I got it, but I ended up not using it in the end. I used a lot of different Legion arms this run: Cataclysm, Icarus, Pandemonium, just whatever was needed for the boss at the time. Well, that was the video. Thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in some game. I don't know what I'm playing next. Bye-bye.